Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Say Grace. Today is a rainy day here in Los Angeles, California, but it's bright and sunny in our hearts because Miss Ann Waters is here visiting all the way from Nashville. Amy Waters' mother. She's working over there, but we thought, well, since she's here, we should make some food. Today we'll be making one of Amy and my favorite things to make, chicken and grapes. The chicken is roasted with the grapes. It's delicious. Don't ask me why. I don't know, salty, sweet. I'm not a chef. I don't know. This recipe is not my own. I don't know where I got it from. Somebody sent it to somebody who sent it to me, and it's been in my phone. So if you know who made this recipe up, then let us know in the comments. Subscribe, comment, like. This recipe is pretty easy, and it lets you do some things that are easy, but like,
hold on, can we see the shirt? Let's make some shirts available.
Say Grace merch! Ba-na-ma, ba-na-na, ba-na. Can you put some like tribal West African music on it? Because I'm 30% West African. Don't put that in there. The cool thing about this recipe is that you get to do some things that feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing. But they're very easy. One of those things is spatchcocking a chicken. It's basically just taking out the backbone. And then you get to use a mortar and pestle. Mortar and pestle. Let's get at it. Do 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 do. So, to spatchcock the chicken, you will turn the chicken upside down, or kind of like that. This is the part you're gonna take out right here. There you go, you just go right down, you're gonna crack all the bones. I feel like half of you are gonna be like, I could never do that, that's disgusting. I don't even like touching raw meat. And the other half of you are gonna be like, why do I like the sound of that crunch of bone so much? What's wrong with me? All right. Boop. Yummy, does anybody want to close up? Amy's horrified. The other part that I really like that makes me feel like maybe something is wrong with me is that after you do that, you want to flip it over and then you want to break the bone.
Everyone?
Okay, ready? See? And there you go. And the nice thing about spatchcocking it is that it's going to take a lot less time to cook. It's going to brown the bottom up really nice. I love this. Okay. So another, thing about chickens is that you want them to get as close to, room temperature as possible. You don't want them to take them right out of the fridge and throw them into the oven because then the juices get all like, ah. So we're gonna make the topping. We are gonna get some salt, some olive oil. Our first sponsor is Grazia olive oil. Just kidding, we paid full price. First things first is we're gonna take like a teaspoon and a half of this. These are fennel seeds, by the way. These are fennel seeds. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of salt, microplane some zest, and I'm just gonna smush it all up. And then I'm gonna add like a tablespoon of olive oil. We just want it to be like a little paste. I might just put a little bit more. All right, so we got like a little paste situation happening there. And then we're just gonna put this straight on here. All right, you're just gonna rub it all up on here. Just want to give it a good massage. Just make sure you are paying attention to the overworked thighs. I'm not going to say anything about rubbing these. All right, I am going to let this sit. I still want it to get to room temperature. I still want the flavors to all have a chance to meld, get to know each other on the chicken. And then I'm going to preheat the oven to 475, and we're going to throw this little bad boy in there. So the next thing we need is grapes, and they are just plain seedless red grapes, and you season them a little bit. And then after this is in the oven for 20 minutes, you add them in and they roast up, and some of them, if you let them, get charred into like little candy burnt bits, and it's amazing. Did you just see? 2 cups? How many do you think that is? Rinse them because nobody wants E. coli or some, what are on grapes? You want them to caramelize, so you're gonna put a little bit of sugar on them. Like that's probably good, maybe like a teaspoon maybe? Like that. And you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil on them, like that. And you're gonna put a little salt on them, like this. And I'll put some pepper on them, and then you taste them. Delicious. A little pepper. Okay, so these are gonna hang out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the chicken for 20 minutes. It's at a high temperature, it's 475. We're gonna take this out, throw the grapes in. Cook it for another 20 minutes until the grapes start to like explode open and get roasty and yummy, but that's basically it. Let me set the stage. We were at a lovely baby shower. I was very pregnant with Luna, and my dear friend Amanda Urego and Andrea Cedeno, they host a baby shower for me. And we have the largest charcuterie table that you've ever seen in your life, and my friend Amanda makes this salad that we all eat in about 3 seconds flat because it was delicious. And then we all continued to ask her for the recipe, and then we all made that salad for every meal basically for a solid 2 to 3 years. So much so that in our friend circle, this salad is known as the salad because for a while it was the only salad we all made. I'm going to make it tonight. It is delicious, it is dilly, it is nutty, it's all the things we like. And we are gonna get started by toasting some slivered almonds, which is basically just putting almonds on fire and waiting for them to cook, but not burn them like I do every other time I make them. Why does it smell like something's burning? I just do it on the stovetop because I like to live dangerously. I'm gonna put a handful of almonds in here. So should we chop some dill? Can we chop a little dill? This dill is kind of gross. Ew. All right, so this salad uses butter lettuce, and I'm gonna put a bunch of dill in the salad and toss it up, but I'm also gonna leave some for the top. All right, that looks good. And then I just throw away the rest. That sounds horrible, but that's really what I do most of the time. I'm like, that seems like enough. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these stems. Chicken's going in. It's at 475. It's gonna go in for 20 minutes. This is not burning. I love kosher diamond salt. That's what I'm gonna use on here. This is done. I'm gonna let this sit here. When we get the chicken done right before we eat, so this doesn't get mushy, I'm gonna add the olive oil, we're gonna add a little lemon juice, we're gonna add some apple cider vinegar, and then we're gonna top it with some more fresh dill. We're gonna top it with the not burned almonds. Let's pre-toast the bread. I'm gonna toast these up a little bit in my little toaster oven, and then we're gonna put it under the chicken. And we just want it to be toasty enough that it'll soak up the juices, but it won't just fall apart. You know, we want a little texture. This is a Breville toaster oven with an air fryer with autopilot, which means that you can go onto the app, press autopilot, and it changes the temperature and does the things and tells you when to flip things so that cooking is made easy. They didn't tell me to say that. That's what I remembered from the event we went to where we got this free thing that we use literally every day. Like that. Yada yada, it's on there. It's gonna beep when it's done. It has been 20 minutes since we put the chicken in, and so
it's been 80 years.
It's been 84 years. We're gonna add the grapes now and let the grapes roast up a little bit. All right. Oh, it smells good. It's sizzling nicely. It's starting to brown. Okay. And then it's gonna go back in for another 20 to 25 minutes.
That smells so good.
It smells yummy. Ready? Back in it goes for another 20 to 25. All right, we'll be back on that in 20 minutes, and then we'll finish it up, put everything together, and dinner will be served. Say grace.
Oh.
Chicken is mere seconds away from being done, so we are going to take out this bread that's nice and toasty. Oh, look at that. Okay, some of these little grapes are charred, some of them are about to be charred. So I'm gonna get the grapes, because they're gonna keep cooking a little bit, and I don't want them all to burn, but I do like that little bit of char, so they're kind of perfect. So I'm gonna put them in this little bowl. Look at those. Ooh, those ones are good. I'm gonna take this out, let it rest there on the chicken for a minute, and we're gonna deglaze. And you're just gonna get all those brown bits up. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because the pan is already so hot. Gonna get all that. Then we're gonna throw in some butter. Get that butter. All right, and that's the sauce. Let's finish the salad. So all we need here is some olive oil, lemon. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna put a little apple cider vinegar. Just a little bit of that. I forgot one thing about this salad is that it also has avocado in it. Is this gonna stress you out?
Jeez.
Avocados on there. We're gonna add the dill, scoopity scoops. We're gonna add the perfectly toasted almonds on top. Scabba-da-bop. I don't know why am I making those sounds. Okay, that's done. That can go to the table. All right, guys, we are done here. This is dinner for tonight. It is chicken and grapes on bread and the salad made by Amanda Urego. No idea whose recipe this is, but I found it, and thanks to Tessa Reyes-Benz for passing it on many years ago. Let's eat.